My name is Chris. Last December, my daughter Sarah overdosed on ecstasy. I'm making this today to tell you her story. It was freshman year, and unfortunately, Sarah got caught up in the wrong crowd. It got to the point where she asked me about ecstasy and what it would do. I told her it was an amphetamine-based synthetic drug with europhic and hallucinatory effects, originally promoted as an adjunct to psychotherapy. There are also many negative effects which are mental and physical and short-term and long-term. And then I made it clear that she was never to do it. Eventually the expected happened and Sarah's friends decided to throw a party. I would only let her go on these three conditions: no boys, no alcohol, no drugs. On the night of the party, she gave me a hug and waved goodbye. But then I saw her hop into a car with a boy I had never seen. We have reached Sarah's first mistake. She's with a boy alone. Later that night, my phone rang, but I didn't catch it in time, so I checked my voicemail, only to hear a message from my daughter, drunk. This was her second mistake. She had drank and was out with no parental supervision under the influence. So I called back, ready to scream at my daughter, but Sarah wasn't the one who answered. It was a cop who picked up. He told me that there had been an accident and that I had to come in for questioning. My anxiety kicked in and my heart sank. After hours of waiting, I was told my daughter overdosed on ecstasy. Sadly, she made another mistake. I can't understand why Sarah would even go to the extent of taking ecstasy. I loved Sarah. She was my only daughter. She meant the world to me. She was loving, sweet, and kind to everyone she met. She wanted to be a doctor when she grew up, but she got caught up in the wrong crowd. I never want anyone to experience anything like I did when I got the phone call, but I know I'm not the only one.
Ecstasy mixed with alcohol can be fatal.
There are 5,542 yearly emergency room visits related to ecstasy.
Out of 800 regular drug users across Australia, 89% of them said that ecstasy was easy or very easy to get.
92% of those who use ecstasy later turn to harder drugs.
1 in 25 Canadian youth in grades 10 to 12 have reported using ecstasy in the past 12 months.
Over 5% of 10th graders in the US have reportedly used ecstasy.
Ecstasy is also referred as Molly, X, E, or candy.
The scariest thing about ecstasy is that people take it without knowing what's in it. Sarah was offered candy at a party, but it turns out it was ecstasy, and she took around 4 pills.
But then after figuring out that she liked the feeling, she asked for more candy, meaning ecstasy.
Chris later found out that Sarah died of a heart attack caused by MDMA, which is the base of ecstasy.